All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I haven't had the time to talk about Xbox's upcoming game called Avowed and the whole pronoun nonsense. Now, I know this has been out for a couple of days now, but the reason why I'm talking about it now is because, number one, I have time, and number two, Elon Musk has decided to chime in on this nonsense regarding Avowed, and he has decided to call it utterly acceptable. And you guys already know, when Elon Musk chimes in on something, especially when it's gaming related, everybody's going to have a meltdown over it. So let's get into this article, guys, from Fandom Pulse. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, again, Elon Musk has been chiming in on a lot of gaming-related stuff lately over on X, and it's absolutely hilarious to see. I know he just recently retweeted something from Grums like twice or three times. I don't remember how many times, to be honest with you. But every time it happens, there's an utter meltdown. I mean, it's an absolute clusterfuck as to what happens every time Elon Musk gets involved. So it says that Elon Musk shared his thoughts about Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming first-person fantasy RPG Avowed featuring pronouns, describing it as utterly unacceptable. Now, before we get into the pronoun nonsense, all right, I want to make it very clear that the pronoun stuff is just it's a pattern, right? It's a sign. Do I care about the pronoun stuff? I mean, yes, I do to an extent. Is that the only thing that's going to stop me from playing the game? Probably not, right? But ultimately, what it is for me is that when I see the pronoun stuff, when I see the DEI stuff really starts to stick out and be a little bit more prevalent in a video game, I can only assume that you took the lazy route with the video game, right? I can only assume that time, effort, and just overall time went into stuff that didn't have to do with the game. And the reason why I believe this is because patterns have showed us that 9 times out of 10, and sure, every once in a while there's an outlier. Baldur's Gate 3, I'm looking at you. But ultimately, every time, for the most part, when you do stuff like this, you see the quality dip in another aspect of the video game, because most of these studios just don't have the capability, don't have the budget, don't have the ability to actually focus on multiple things at once in that manner. So when you focus on the pronoun stuff, or when you focus on the DEI stuff, something else takes a hit. I'm looking at you, Dragon Age the Veilguard, right? Where you have such an amazing character creator that has all this woke nonsense in it, but then the moment you get in the game, it seems to be lacking. And I'll be honest with you, the gameplay is the most important thing to me overall for any video game. I don't care about graphics. I don't care about the woke shit. I care about the gameplay. And the problem is that the gameplay usually takes a hit because of the woke shit. That's the issue. A lot of you people don't know how to do progressive themes anymore and giving a good game at the same time. You're so heavy-fisted with the progressive nonsense that you don't know how to provide entertainment at the same time. And this is my biggest problem. So when I see a game like Avowed and I look at the gameplay trailer, which, to be honest with you, looks kind of average to me. I'm really not seeing where people are hyped about this, to be honest with you. I know Atreus seemed like he was really interested in it, but for me, it looks like a super fucking basic average RPG. But again, I haven't seen enough gameplay to make a true decision over whether or not I would play this or not. But when I see the pronoun stuff and I see the woke shit in it, that's when I realize, like, all right, I know exactly what's happening here. And then on top of that, it's Xbox, which is known to be absolutely insane with the DEI stuff, almost similar to Ubisoft. So it starts to, the patterns start to really connect here. Anyway, it was revealed that developer Obsidian Entertainment, known for Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity, will include pronouns after YouTuber Force Gaming shared an early review of the game. While discussing the leveling system, he showed off some of the game's menus where it clearly identifies his character with he, him pronouns. Now, here's the funny thing about this. This is the biggest news about Avowed. If you guys are unaware, the people who got Avowed early on in the game, they got review copies and whatnot, they were not allowed to film or showcase the start of the game. They were not allowed to do it. They can only showcase afterwards, which is why you have a screenshot from the character at level 6 afterwards, right? But they couldn't showcase the beginning or the start of the game. It makes you wonder, why is that, right? And it's not just because of spoilers, because I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's spoilers. No, I guarantee you there is shit in that character creator screen that they don't want people to know about until the last second, because they probably learned the lesson from Dragon Age the Veilguard, and they're going to try to bait and switch people. There is most likely things in that character creator that are going to piss off people, and you can kind of get a feeling from that based off the fact that there's pronouns in this game. Then it says that former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern reacted to the pronouns being included in the game and the initial cover from Fandom Pulse, writing on X, "I'm drawing a line. I'm rejecting any game that has pronouns in it. And you grammar Nazis know what I mean. Stop being stupid." He explained, "I don't care if the game is good. A message must be sent. Pronouns promote the woke mind virus and gamers must send a clear message." Musk responded to Grubb's post, writing on X, "Having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable." I mean, the fact that we have a world where Elon Musk is actually retweeting shit like this is insane to me. I honestly can't believe that this is even happening, but then again, nobody could even believe that Elon Musk actually bought Twitter to begin with. So we're living in such an insane world right now where somebody like Elon Musk is partaking in the Gamergate 2.0 conversation, which goes to show that this is nowhere near the first iteration of Gamergate, where we are absolutely taking a ridiculous amount of W's that we honestly, we're collecting it like Pokemon cards at this point. Musk's comments are not surprising. Back in September, he reacted to Dragon Quest creator Yuji Horii, accusing American regulations of forcing him and his team to remove male and female and replace it with Type A and Type B in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Horii infamously said, "In Dragon Quest, you used to be able to choose between a male and female main character, but now you can't choose between a man and a woman anymore. We have to label them as Type 1 and Type 2, he added. "I really wonder who's even complaining about this." Now, this is an infamous video that now has been since deleted, but people are keeping track of it. Obviously, people have it saved and downloaded because they deleted the video, right? And we kind of knew that was going to happen. People are absolutely going to try to hide this kind of information because normal people like you and me do not look at pronouns as something as normal. Everybody knows it's absolutely stupid to utilize pronouns as titles. It's different if you're utilizing pronouns as descriptors, which is what they always were. But to use it as a title and to say, "Yeah, I am a he, she," yeah, that doesn't work like that. That is not how pronouns have ever worked in life before. You can't go around utilizing them as a title, wearing it on a pin, and pretending like I don't know how you earned that. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that's besides the point. So Elon Musk has decided to partake in this, and it just goes to show that the industry is definitely having all eyes on them right now, which I don't think they're very comfortable with having, because the gaming industry is an industry that loves to work in the shadows. They like the nonsense that they do to be unknown to the public. And the problem is that now, because of YouTubers and also people like Elon Musk and everybody talking about it and just having a conversation about it, because information now is freely flowing, it makes it very difficult for them to operate in the shadows. It makes it very difficult for them to hide the shit that they've been doing on a daily basis for years, right? Ever since Gamergate 1.0, and even a little bit before that, they've been doing this nonsense. And only up until now, recently, have they started to take so many L's that they have now decided to backtrack on some of the things that they're doing. But don't get it wrong. There are people out there that are still pushing this nonsense. There are people out there that are still going to be doing this every single day. There are companies out there that are going to double down and triple down and do it even worse than they've been doing already. And this is why we have to still be talking about it and still continuing the conversation. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.